Our most anticipated titles of 2022. Since the year just started, we figured this is the perfect time to hop in and maybe also remind some people, like, hey, by the way, this game's about to come out that we thought would be coming out for more time. So without any further ado, Thomas, what games are you, or what game are you excited for?
We'll do mine back to back because we are tight for time. So I'm just
let's just do it.
I'm gonna cruise over this.
Perfect.
So let me transition this. I'm really excited for the PS5 the upgrade of Cyberpunk 2077. I've watched Odysseus put a bunch of time into that on Discord recently. And where normally I would avoid a game like that for spoilers, it seems like I am interested in that game not for its story necessarily or its decision making, but really just for its scenery. I just want to cruise around this world and look at it.
Story is very good, but
and it does. Yes. It seems good, but usually I'm more spoiler sensitive. I'm a pretty spoiler sensitive person, but I'm less worried about it in this. I mean, the game's been out for a while, but more than anything, I think what I'm looking for out of it is what this trailer shows here is, or it's not a trailer, it's just somebody driving around the streets and checking out the scenery. Like, that's all I want. I just want to be in that cyberpunk world where everything's rainy and the lights look great and I'm driving around some sweet vehicle and ignoring calls from my cousin Roman. And
nice.
Having a good time. So I'm really looking forward to the PS5 upgrade of that because I already bought it on PS4. When they said, hey, we'll give you a free refund, I said, nope, I'm just going to wait. I'm not in a hurry. I'll just play it when it's ready. So I've been sitting on it, and I'm hoping that the PS5 upgrade will have some cool haptic feedback in the controller, because arguably that's the thing that sets the PS5 apart from a PC, right? I could have played this game at any time on a good PC, which I don't really have, to be honest, and enjoyed it. But the PlayStation 5's controller is phenomenal, and I'm really hoping that I can experience some of that in the driving, the walking around, the shooting, the way that I've been able to enjoy it in games like Control.
Yeah, I'll say, Thomas, for sure, when you finally start this game, I would play along with MinMax's Deepest Dive, just so you could also feel the... because by the time you get to play this, you may miss... Well, I guess you'll probably be playing with other people too, but you might have missed out on some of the discussion about the story and the game itself and stuff. And that is one of the best pieces that MinMax has ever done, is the Deepest Dive for Cyberpunk. Because you just find out stories and stuff that you missed. You're like, wait, where was that? Mm-hmm. I missed that, or I fucked that up. It's really cool.
Piece of content that they make, because you not only get to experience the game more deeply without having to spend more time on it. If I play for 10 hours and you play for 10 hours, we're going to see a lot of the same stuff, but you're going to see it, stuff's going to be a little bit different. And if I started a new game, would it take me 10 hours to see the same, or to see the 30 minutes of different stuff, or the hour of different stuff that you saw? I feel like that's such a unique piece of content because it really values my time, and it allows me to experience it as if I'm playing with a community, which I appreciate. Because when I play it, a bunch of people are going to jump on when that PS5 upgrade comes out, but most people who have wanted to play it either did already, or they've decided that it's too buggy and that they're done with it. So I really am looking forward to that. The game seems cool. It has no shortage of bugs, nothing I thought was worth turning away, but I'm as patient as I was a year ago, and I'm still waiting for that PS5 release. So I'm hoping it.
Well, keep being patient, because I bet you don't get it till Christmas time.
Yeah, it said,
or until actually 2077. People have been joking initially.
Yeah, I think it still says online. I think the IGN's website said Q1 of.
No way.
Yeah, that's not happening. CD Projekt Red already was like, guys, it's.
Yeah, so
sorry.
I wasn't in a hurry before, and I'm not now. So whenever it comes out, hopefully this year, I will enjoy it. But I have been enjoying watching Odysseus play it in chat, so it's been nice experiencing it one way or another. The
It's cool.
other
If he's
game
still
I've
doing
got-
that, I'll definitely check that out because I really like that game.
it seems pretty cool. Yeah, lots to enjoy there. So the other game I'm really excited for is God of War Ragnarok. God of War 2018 is one of the best games I've ever played. It's at least in the top 3 best games I've ever played, without
For sure.
question. I mean, a lot
Yeah.
of people say like Breath of the Wild is one of the best, and they say that with conviction. This is that game for me. This is the game that I could probably continue to revisit for the rest of my life, and not expect anything new, but expect the same thing and enjoy it so much that it feels good, like good enough to revisit the same identical experience. So God of War 2018 was phenomenal in so many ways. You don't need me to tell you that, but I'm really looking forward to this next game. Not just because of the overall quality you can expect from it, but I'm interested to see how the Norse mythology plays out based on one of the very, very, very last reveals that the story has for you, which I will not say here. The story in the first game was fantastic. I never played through the original God of War 1, 2, and 3, but I ended up looking up, a synopsis of the story. I don't understand why God of War 2018 was as good as it was. It had no right to switch genres and be so damn good at what it does. But if Ragnarok is 2/3 as good as that one, then it's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
So I don't know what else to tell you, but that is a franchise. If you've got a PlayStation, God of War is the game you need to play. And so I'm very excited to get Ragnarok. I honestly don't care if it's the same exact game, just as if this was a DLC. That game today is as good as the day it came out.
It's perfect.
Perfect. It's so good. So I don't even care if they improve the engine or anything. I don't even know what they'd improve. There are a couple of very minor things, but anyway, I'm just very excited. Go play God of War 2018 if you can, please.
There's also a great video that always makes the rounds on Party Invites Facebook group and Discord every once in a while that really is really fantastic. It really shows how great the performances are. It's that clip of the actor that my brain is escaping, the Stargate guy, is doing
Christopher something.
Yeah, Christopher Judge. Right?
You're
That
right.
sounds right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's like talking about it's the mocap scene of him like talking about when he gets his blades, and it's just like the emotional place he went to in that is like top notch acting in video games is always much appreciated.
Yeah.
I think my favorite God of War video, this is going to be very brief, is it's a supercut of all the times he says boy.
Yeah, boy.
It's just boy.
At,
Boy.
the year at the Game Awards, the voice actor for Kratos and his son Atreus, they went up and read it, and I forget how it went out, but they ended up doing that on screen. They were like, and the winner is boy. And his son, the voice actor opens the thing and reads it, and that was really good. Well, yeah, it's iconic, and a father-son story for the ages, to be sure.
It's so good.
It's so good.
Devi, what do you got?
I actually had to cut down my list quite considerably because half of it was just the Nintendo Direct games. So, I'm just gonna go ahead and say that. Mostly Splatoon, Bayonetta, both of them 3, and then Kirby, mostly from the Direct, really. But the games I'm really, really looking forward to that I want to talk about are Rumbleverse. I'm going to start with that one, Rumbleverse, which is a melee. Wait a minute. Hold on, wait for it. Battle Royale. Yes, I know. I know it's another Battle Royale. We're so inundated and oversaturated with Battle Royales right now. But this one is actually a lot of fun. I got into the beta because, like for those who were there for the Game Awards, or I think it was the Game Awards where they first announced they had the trailer and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, oh, download it immediately.
Yeah.
Or, sign up or whatever. So I did that, and I got into like the very next day they were having a play test. So I was able to play a little bit of that, and it's a lot of fun. There are so many really interesting characters in it. You know, you got your typical kick chicks with like the thick thighs and the pigtails and everything, but then you have this like luchador guy, and he's just like a grapple character. And literally, there's an achievement for like doing a pile driver from like 500 feet in the air. You like
Oh,
climb
that's
the
good.
tallest skyscraper, and then as you come down, you look like you're re-entering the atmosphere, and you just do like mondo damage, and it's so much fun. There's this,
And I'd say not even just a melee battle royale, but it is like specifically geared towards like wrestling. Like it is
Yeah,
all
yeah.
the wrestling moves and like all that
Like
kind
it's
of stuff.
Rumbleverse. Like, are you
Yeah.
ready to rumble? So
Yeah.
like it's
Well, that fits
oh,
too, Devi. It makes sense that you would like that because when I saw this, the first thing I thought of was Knockout City. Clearly not the same game, but it's all about jumping around and doing funny stuff in style, right? It's got
Yeah.
this animation style that just looks fun. Like it looks like when you're a kid and you saw Smash Bros for the first time, but instead of seeing like iconic Mario, Pikachu, Star Fox and stuff, it just gives you that sense of like, oh, I'm about to beat up my friends.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, and it does like some interesting Fortnite stuff too, where you like drink certain drinks that boost your strength, or drink certain drinks that boost your stamina, and then you have like I think you read books. I'm not 100% sure, but you like read books and it'll like give you new maneuvers and stuff.
Yeah.
That's
And then you also
interesting.
have like your ultimate move, which it's
Yeah.
kind of like a saving grace. It's a second wind of swords. So if you have it and you get knocked out the first time, you just revive with your super move automatically being used. So you'll come back with your second wind and use your super move. But if you get knocked out again, then you're actually eliminated. So I thought that was a really neat mechanic too, because you have your, like in Naraka, you have the resurrection or whatever feature.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And this is a new take on that where you can actually defend yourself when you come back. So yeah, I mean, check out Rumbleverse, sign up for the beta. I think it's just rumbleverse.com. They're always doing they plan to do future playtests, so jump on in. My second game, and I don't actually know how much I can talk about this because this NDA was like really, really heavy. Like, I don't know if you guys saw my tweets, but
Yeah.
I was calling characters by like Halloween, Spirit Halloween costume
Not cryptic at all.
surnames.
Yeah.
So this next game, it's Multiversus. I'm pretty sure I can say the name of the game because it's
Yeah.
public information. But the day after Rumbleverse, they had a playtest on that Saturday for Multiversus. And I hope I can talk about like at least what I think. I think this is going to be like the
Let's just
smash
hope
killer.
we're small fries enough that
Oh yeah,
we'll go
yeah. I
under
don't
the
think
radar.
WB's lawyers are scouring the internet like,
These people are having too
where are
much
they
fun.
at? Where are they going?
Oh wait, actually you have to do that again because chat can only see the video.
Oh, sad.
There we go.
I'll just do it again. But for those who are listening and not watching, I pulled up my opera glasses like I always do. But I think this is going to be like the competitor for Smash that people have been looking for. It is just so well polished, and I think I said this before because I've talked about this before too. It already looks like a game that I would pay $60 for. That's from the playtest that I was in.
Yeah,
So
I was shocked at how much praise you had for that game. Honestly.
I just don't know what else they can do. You know, I'm waiting to see what the improvements are going to be. You know, probably, you know, it's got rollback netcode already or whatever, but you know, you can always improve on the stability and stuff of that.
You were you not into Brawlhalla at all?
Not really. I don't really like item-based platform fighters.
Right.
So I did like the characters, and they have like a wonderful selection of guest characters as well. Brawlhalla has some kind of like licensing lawyer that's like God or something. I'm not sure.
Well,
They have everyone in there.
it's because Ubisoft bought them. That's how that all started happening.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
But,
this game's gonna have a whole lot of hype with all the character reveals and stuff. So,
and they're all perfectly voiced. All of the people that like voice them in the show, the cartoon, wherever they're from, like they do have Maisie Williams in their voice. No one, nothing, something.
a girl.
Well, they announced
not
that
a girl with no face.
they announced that Batman is Batman. So animated
Well,
series
yeah, I guess
Batman.
in the
Conroy, yeah.
trailer, they do have
Yeah,
some of the
Conroy.
characters that you can see on there. So yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
And they brought in the real rabbit that voiced Bugs Bunny.
Yeah.
well, may he rest in peace. Dude, if they got Mel Blanc, I'm gonna need to get in touch with their witch doctor because that is some necromancy. But no, those two games are really what I'm going to be looking forward to coming out this year, and the Nintendo Direct games and stuff, and also Shredder's Revenge, Ninja Turtle. Okay.
There's a lot. Carlos and I've thrown around the idea. Soon we've got a bunch of stuff coming out in 2022, right? As illustrated here. But we're thinking about having a hype channel, a new release channel, or something like that in our Discord. That's just like, hey, this thing's coming up. Who else is excited for it? Because other people being excited for stuff is usually the way that a lot of us find what's worth listening to. Because there's so much that I don't know in the gaming world. I mostly don't use Twitter because it's bad for my health. But I also don't click a lot of articles because the algorithm thinks that I don't want to read from a bunch of big sites. So hype channels and things like that are really useful. So if you've got, drop it here in chat, but also in our Discord, if you've got stuff you're excited for 2022, come check us out. Because really, some of the things I've become most excited for, I never would have found if it wasn't for personal recommendations from either the three of you guys or people in our community. So if that's you, if you'd rather hear personal recommendations than something on your feed that you're scrolling through, then yeah, check out our Discord. But really, we just love to be excited about stuff with each other.
Yeah, exciting. I like to be excited. Speaking of being excited, I have a few things that I am excited for. First off, I didn't realize that this was so soon. It shook me the other day. Is for Horizon Forbidden West, which comes out on the 15th of February. Yes, the 15th of February.
Or consult schedule.
Yeah, consult calendar. The 15th of February. That is a Tuesday. Horizon Forbidden West. That means that game is almost a month away. Pretty damn excited for this. The first game was so good. I didn't get too far into really diving deep into the world and going off and just randomly exploring, just because the machines and stuff in that game are so it is such a damn undertaking to take those fucking things down. I started getting really just mainline the story, just get through the story, because I was really happy with where that ended and how they ended the story. Less excited about the after credit scene of that. But I am just so hyped that I get to play Horizon Forbidden West on my PlayStation 5 in a month. That's insane. That just does not compete with my brain. That still seems like that's 2 years away. It's
same.
With
so many things with the pandemic being pushed back and stuff, it doesn't seem like time has moved forward to allow for a big release like this. And yeah, I watched Lizzie play through the whole game of this, and for you to tell me that in potentially a month, I'm going to be watching her play Horizon Zero Dawn on her TV doesn't feel real.
Yeah, that it's such a cool world. If you haven't noticed already by the two games that I've played already, I really like sci-fi. Very, very excited to jump into this world. They released a video today that was just talking about all the tribes, and I was just like, God, this fucking world is cool, man. And they tease some stuff in that. So check out that trailer too. Horizon Forbidden West looks super cool. Another one I have here, which I'm pretty sure will be coming out this year. It hasn't been announced the exact date, I don't think, but is Gotham Knights. This is the Gotham. This is the Batman. What's that company that's making this one? I want to.
It's Warner Brothers.
It's Warner Brothers, right? But I can't remember the name of the.
Rocksteady. That's what you're trying to say.
Multiverse. Sorry.
Yeah,
Multiverse.
exactly. Yeah, but it's basically you're playing as Robin and Batgirl, Nightwing, and Red Hood, which are all awesome. It's also co-op, so you can play with someone, just like the Arkham games, like same kind of deal, but co-op, which I think is really fun and exciting. And I am excited for the story that they're telling. I have heard some really, really good stuff about the Court of Owls comics, which is like the big bad of this game. They're sort of like this underground, very rich group of people that are controlling basically all of Gotham. And I am so excited to see that story told because from what we've gathered from the trailer here that we're seeing is Batman is gone, as in no longer living. So very excited to see the story they tell here. I always can hop into the Arkham games and have some fun with them, but it's not really something that gets me like super excited. Like I don't really. Like, I don't think I finished I think I finished the first Arkham game, but other than that, I was just like, you have me going around for all these Riddler trophies and all this other shit. Like, I just cannot, there's too much in this open world. Go here. Just so much going on in those games. But with this, I'm excited because we get some new characters, Robin, Red Hood, Batgirl, Nightwing. Like, they have really cool skill sets. Like, Red Hood has his guns. I think Batgirl in this has like some sort of like nunchucks. Like hell yeah.
Her feminine wiles.
Yes, she also has her feminine wiles. So yeah, I'm excited to play that. We all know that the Arkham games are a good time. So I'm excited to see what that brings. I'm way more excited for this than I am the Suicide Squad game. With the Suicide Squad game, which is actually from the devs of I think this team did Arkham. What was the one in between?
Blackgate.
Yes.
These guys did Blackgate, and Rocksteady is who the other.
Right, and they're doing that other one. That game, the other Suicide Squad game, just looks like, hey, do you like video games? Here's some video games. I could be wrong though. It could end up being something great like how Guardians of the Galaxy was, but I'm more excited personally for Gotham Knights.
My thing with Gotham Knights is I wonder how the co-op is going to be. Is it going to be like I actually have to be smart, or can I just be like AI Ellie in The Last of Us and like herp derp derp through everything without any consequence?
I think it's going to be a little herp derp derp, as you said.
I think so, yeah.
But being able to do, but in Last of Us, you weren't able to. Nobody else could control that derp derp derp. So hopefully that'll be more fun, and being able to do moves with your friends and stuff will be cool. I think. Hopefully it's online as well. Like we could play online together and not have to be in the same room. That would be super. Another one that I hope is coming out in 2022. It still says TBA, but it's got to because it's been in development forever. Atomic Heart. Thomas, if you could pull up this trailer before I start talking, because I will not be able to explain what this is. But I'll give you a quick gloss over that it is Russian Bioshock. Let's go.
Oh, that is an intro.
Is that real?
Yeah, it's fucking like if you just watch this trailer, it is madness, and it's playing like a Russian folk song over it. It looks so damn cool. The first like trailer I saw for this game, I was like, when does this come out? That was like 3 years ago. And this trailer that they showed during the Xbox E3 press conference, which was 6 months ago, basically announced that it's coming to Game Pass, and they didn't put a release date on it. That to me makes me feel like sometime this year, this game is coming. With how much they've been working on it, how cool it fucking looks. They've done like gameplay demos of it, like gameplay chunks. Like I think this game is very, very close. It's probably maybe by summer, but most definitely by wintertime. I think we will get it. I am so excited for Atomic Heart. Do I know what it's about? Absolutely fucking not. But it has that air of this is weird and interesting, which always will get me. And it looks very Bioshock and a little bit of Prey too. So I'm very excited to play that video game, and hopefully it comes out because that game looks cool, and it'll be on Game Pass day one. So
now you have my attention.
let's go.
That's cool.
So one of my last ones, and then I'll just do a quick couple shout outs for some other ones. Is Little Devil Inside. A lot of PlayStation stuff on mine.
Finally.
But Little Devil Inside is this really interesting, some would say cute looking indie game. This game is just like one of those ones that I feel like we are going to be talking about at the end of the year of like best style. This looks like that's going to be one of those. So I'm not sure what's going on with my camera right now. But that's something fun.
Is this the DLC for Inscription?
This is the DLC for Inscription. My camera is. Let me fix this.
Oh golly!
Let me fix this really quick.
This is broken.
How
There
did
we
I
go.
do it?
Hey,
Did we fix it?
We're back.
Yeah,
baby.
We did it. Perfect. So anyway, Little Devil Inside. There has been so much about this game. It was kickstarted. There's little gameplay trailers kind of everywhere for it. We got this kind of extended clip of like really new stuff that we hadn't seen before, of him riding this train and going to different places. I am so excited for this little indie game. This just seems like one of those breakout indie hits that really strikes a chord with people. It's just the way it looks. It looks beautiful. We know there's combat and stuff in there too. I am at a point with this game where don't show me any more of it, and I am going to buy it. So don't tell me anything else about it, and I'm going to buy the game for sure. We know it's coming at some point this year. Unsure when exactly. But I am very excited for Little Devil Inside. Couple of shout out games that I started putting on here, and then I was like, I need to trim some fat and some time. Oh God, I just had it in my head. Shadow Warrior 3. I have not played any of the other Shadow Warriors. I've heard I don't really have to, but Shadow Warrior 3 is being released by Devolver Digital.
Is that like a side scroller deal?
No. Shadow Warrior 3 is like Doom.
Okay.
It's like exactly like Doom. Just even more over the top. The characters are more zany and crazy looking. But it just like has a style to it that I am like, man, I am so into this. If this comes out on Game Pass, like I think it'll explode, but it may take a while for it. But Shadow Warrior 3 looks super cool. And the other one that I can't believe I didn't put on here originally, and I'm kicking myself for, given the fact that I just said I love sci-fi, is Starfield.
Oh yeah.
Like what? So does that actually come out this year? I actually need to see a little bit more of what that game actually is, because we've just seen like little teaser trailers. I'm not sold that game's coming out this year, but it could. Yeah, that's definitely one to keep on your. I mean, that game's going to be fucking huge when it drops. So I felt like giving a little love to some of the more underlooked at games there with the Atomic Heart and Little Devil Inside. So, but Vilos, what are you excited about?
Tons of stuff, but I'm gonna go over one. My mentions are Advanced Wars Reboot Camp and Bayonetta 3, because damn.
Yes.
If Hellblade 2 was coming this year, for sure it would have been my pick, but it's Forspoken, coming to PS5 and PC in May. So it might destroy my laptop, but I think it's going to be really amazing, and it's going to sneak up on people as a contender, potentially for me for Game of the Year, because it's going right up against Final Fantasy 16 and Horizon. Like, I think it's going to be an all-out brawl. And it's, as I put on the doc here, it's mixing the magical elements of Dragon Age Inquisition, the world building of Final Fantasy 15, the animation speed of Nier Automata or A Devil May Cry, with some really cool inspired parkour traversal, and a narrative that's focused on a woman of color fighting to free a matriarchal society. That's my jam.
Those are all Texas.
Yeah, exactly. And so it's developed by Luminous Productions, which are actually most of the people that made Final Fantasy 15, which was amazing. And so being a Square Enix property, like I felt like they just mashed all their best shit together to make this game, and I cannot wait for it. Forspoken.
Forspoken.
Yeah, that game does look pretty cool. There was a recent trailer that I wasn't so sure about. Just like some of the action portions, I was kind of like, "What in the hell has happened?" There's so much going on the screen with particle effects and all that kind of stuff. But I feel like that's one, like, once we see like full extended gameplay, uncut kind of deal, like I'll be like, "All right, I'm into this." And I'm also a big fan of Gary Whitta, who did the writing on it.
I am excited to see this once it's out in the wild. The marketing campaign on this is so strong that it makes me nervous,
right?
To what the game's actually going to be. So we've seen plenty of trailers. We've seen a lot of in-person PR about it. We've seen some gameplay, but this is very much I want to hear what people have to say about 2 days after it comes out. So Carlos, let me know.
Yeah, I think this is going to be basically what Kenna wanted to be, because it's actually got the team that knows how to make fucking games, you know? And that's not a drag on Kenna, but it's not a drag on Kenna for sure. But it's people that have been in the Square Enix environment for a long fucking time. Like, those people have done some major stuff.
Yeah. The difference between first-time enthusiasts with bright eyes and a bunch of veterans with a ton of money and talent to throw at a project.
Exactly.
I definitely think that Kena Bridge of Spirits, like, given their success off of this one, I think they're going to have a gigantic budget for the next one. So
you're right.
I think they'll get there. It's their first one.
Yeah. Steve's sitting in chat just doubting me, man.
Just blowing it up.
We'll see when it comes out with, like, okay. I'm gonna put out my prediction. 93 Metacritic.
Damn.
Wow. Yeah.
I'm betting like Horizon's gonna be higher, but yeah. That's how hyped I am for it. So
that's crazy high. I don't think you're taking into account the masses.
I think a very strong marketing campaign for a game is almost dangerous, because anytime a gamer thinks something's going to be good and it's not even somehow more spectacularly better than they thought, they're just like, this game is garbage.
Yeah.
So I really hope it ends up being as good as you're hyped for. I would really like that game to be really impressive.
Yeah, we could definitely use another Deathloop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, then if we have no more to do, because I got to wrap up and get out of here. The final thoughts before we get out of here. So, like I said, everybody, if you have 2022 release hype like we do, please drop it in our Discord. You can find that link through any of our socials. But our Discord is really popping with all sorts of stuff. I would say it's our most active platform, whether you're looking for news, laughs, people to play with, or anything in between. But we are about to start, so like community news, we're about to start playing a new survival game called, well, it's not a new game, but it's new to us. Project Zomboid is a survival sim that looks like the original Sims game that came out in the year 2000. I'm not even kidding.
That's so cool.
It is a game that had a huge multiplayer update recently, and it regularly tops the charts for survival games. Like, if you look up any best of top 10 survival games list, it's always on there. I have never played it, but I've read about it many times. Well, this multiplayer update just came out, so in a couple weeks we're gonna have a server going, or based on when this podcast comes out, actually, it'll be January 18th. That is a Tuesday. So on that Tuesday night, we're going to have our dedicated server going. We want anybody who has any interest in this game to join up. I'm going to play 1 or 2 sessions by myself just to learn the structure of the game. But this is a perfect opportunity if you want to play a survival game. Project Zomboid is $20 on Steam. Our server will be able to support up to 16 people in theory. We'll see how that goes. But this is the call. If you're looking to try something new and get in on the ground floor, this is it. So tune into our Discord server for more updates. But unless anybody else has anything to say, I think that's a wrap on Podcast 51.
Boop, boop.
Thanks for listening, y'all. We'll catch you next time.
All right, catch y'all later. Be good to each other.
See ya.
Bye.